one I actually like. Where is it? There we go. Let's tweet this out, shall we? I am live, everybody. Live. Hello, Ludicrous. It'll be a good day. I am tired, but I've had a 5-hour energy, so I am gonna be awake all night, which I am glad because I need to sleep until a reasonable time. Guess with a crappy Tales figure by Tommy. Well, I have a crappy Tales figure by Tommy. Well, yeah, there's not a lot of people here right now, so it's just basically saying what I think. And right now, I'm thinking I need sleep, but I don't want sleep because I want to stay awake. Because I want to stay up late as I can, and then pass the fuck out because my body clock is still on UK time. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, wide awake. No joke. I could not get back to sleep. I tried, maybe like 4 o'clock. Fuck you. Back to sleep. Woke up 4:30. Fuck. Woke up again. Quarter past 5. Wide the fuck awake. There's like, fuck it, fine, I'll go, fine, turn the computer on, let me just read some articles or whatnot, read some stories on Retail Hell Underground or whatever. No, I've been awake now for 12, 15, 16 hours now. I was wide awake now, my body's like, hey, you gonna take a nap? No, I don't want to take a nap! I want to be awake! I want to be awake as long as I can, because then I can crash, and then I can go sleep. And then I can wake up on like 7, 8 or 9 o'clock AM on Eastern Standard Time. That's what I want right now. I want my body to reset to a reasonable time to wake up. That's my ranting done right now. That's how my body feels. Hello, Thunder the Best. And Dalek. I've got to welcome you. Hello, Dalek. I was playing Sonic Forces in the background because, man, it's a good soundtrack. A lot of genres in there. What do you want? Huh? Got the infinite boss fight. You want it on the stream? Huh? Yeah? That you want? This one is Wicket. Are they getting better? Hello, Pokemon fan. One down? Hmm? Oh, you just want a bit of cuddle. Alright, you getting down? Oh, he's getting comfy. I'm not too sure we're not live streaming getting better. At least I got the actual webcam to actually work. This is my main PC. I use a laptop. Sorry for like the entire time I look and stare at a cat's ass. This is my main PC. I'm using an Asus laptop with NVIDIA GeForce 940MX with a 7th gen Intel Core i7. I still have my old PC as well. That's how I do a dual screen where I can actually play a game on this one and talk to the other. Something you notice in regard to remasters that games from the GameCube, PS2, Xbox era are the least popular for that. Once they release any of the aforementioned systems, they tend to stay there. Yeah, they kind of do. Like, I recently got a new remastered trilogy as well. Like, I recently got the Prince of Persia trilogy, the Sands of Time one. Like, you'd think, like, something as popular as those trilogies would be re-released. He's popular for, but I'm not too sure. Majority of the remasters I've noticed are popular. You have Prince of Persia, you have Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Sly, even though Silent Hill, even though it was a fucking train wreck. Jesus Christ, how do you fuck that up? But majority of the games are popular. It's just like a lot of the unpopular games that didn't sell well just don't move anywhere. And it's very rare they actually do become a remaster. Like, we were lucky to have a Crash Bandicoot remaster. There's a Shadow of the Colossus remaster. I don't know why you give it a HD remaster, then an actual full-on remake. Yeah, the cat names is Wicket. You know, from the Star Wars. Sands of Time game was better than the movie. Yeah. The movie, I don't think it was terrible, but as far as video game movies go, it's like, you know, it's the one I've actually least complained about. It's like, I know the story of the game. And when the movie came out, I was like, okay, who the fuck are they? Who the fuck is that? Why the fuck is that happening? What? You know, fuck it. You want to tell its own story about the Sands of Time? Fine. Okay, why is the Sands of Time a giant hourglass under the fucking city? I lost it at that. Even though it's near the end, the Sands of Time, the hourglass, is a giant malformed hourglass. Looked like it was made of someone didn't know how to blow glass properly, and that's it. You do Pokemon live streams and Pokemon voices. Huh. I can only do a rare few Pokemon voices. Bulbasaur. But other than that, I can't do anything else. Why no sand monsters? Yeah, another thing. Why no sand monsters? Why not can we see malformed, grotesque creatures full of sand, glowing eyes? Just, no, can't have that. Doesn't make sense. You know, frame the prince having a poisonous robe on the king and having him chase around everything. Give him 3 brothers. And also make him adopted into the family. Back, your battery died. You tried Sonic 4 Episode 2. What do you think about it? Because honestly, I think it's better than Episode 1. Just, it could have been a lot better. You believe in your own hype? I am the hype! I can do that now, but it only tickles now. And also, if I'm on vacation, I feel a lot better now. There's Vegeta, no! Vegeta, yes! Why is Pokemon popular again? Looks like they re-release the same game every year. It's not the same game every year. Yes, they are remakes, but usually when they actually do, usually internally they are different. Sun and Moon, not so much the Ultra series, is an entirely different game. I watched my wife play it, even I tried playing it. It's like, what the fuck did you do? It's like, I haven't fully sat down and played an entire Pokemon game from beginning to end, or at least to the Elite Four, since Pokemon Emerald. I have not touched Diamond and Pearl. I have not touched Black or White, X or Y, or even, what's the other one? Oh, Sun and Moon. Even the remakes, I haven't touched them. I watched her play. It's like, and I saw a meme on Facebook saying, back in my day, our Pokemon fainted from poison outside of battle. It's like, that doesn't even exist anymore. Really beating Sonic Forever 2, but not a good ending. Yeah, it's the same ending you get all Chaos Emeralds anywhere. There's no difference. I don't have a phone. They're actually ended it? I didn't know about that. Let me double check on Twitter. I'll be disappointed if it's a Cell Games and it's like to end it. I don't think they'll end it. Like, they still have... I didn't want to click on Team 17. Dickheads. Huh. You sure they said they ended it on the Cell Games? Because I doubt they actually would have... They wouldn't have actually recasted adult... Or at least teen... Adult Gohan in that, Super Android 13 movie. I watched Pokemon X and Y. That show was my favorite Pokemon. I haven't seen any Pokemon anime since, I guess the first episode of Dan and Pearl. It's like the Advanced era just kind of dropped out. It's like all of a sudden, like Advanced Challenge, and Advanced Battle. Like, did Battle Frontier happened? Like, Battle Frontier, I just kind of weaned off. I was done. I like that part. Dude, even in Sonic 4, Metal Sonic can still easily cause it true that tactic changes whenever you raise Metal Sonic and you see your episode 2. Honestly, this is what I did in Sonic 4 episode 2 against Metal. I just did the rolling technique and just kept jumping. That's all I did. It is that easy. At least in Sonic CD and Sonic Mania, Metal Sonic is a lot harder and challenging. And I just got a Skype message, and I just... I'm messing with a ribbon in my hand. That's how I fiddle with stuff. And I'm drinking apple juice. Apple juice is good. I always get an apple juice. One other thing as well, brought back from my England trip. My own little Chaos Emerald. Essentially, it's a glass paperweight, a brilliant cut paperweight. Purple. I was hoping it'd be blue, but no. I was covered in paint splatters when I got it back, so let's clean that off. Sonic Forces is my badass game. Because I use methods to get a head start on Metal Sonic and CD. Huh. Just in case a bigger series fatigue would be Medal of Honor series. EA put out one entry in 1999, 2000, 2002, and 2002. Yeah, it's a series series fatigue. That's what happens. Kaiser said it on Twitter like 2 or 3 months ago. Huh. I'll have to check back and see about that, because I doubt... I know it's been on like 7 or 8 years now. Maybe 9 at this point. And it's a long while to actually keep going the actual motion of making sure, hey, can we still do this? B, are people still going to watch it? And C, how long can we actually make the funnies keep going? Because that's the thing about comedy, when you can't really force yourself to do it. That's what I'm writing right now. I've teased about it, but I teased about it on my community page. I teased about it on Twitter. Here's the official announcement for it, so everyone hold on to their fucking cack, because you're gonna shut yourself. I am currently in the writing process of Sonic X Abridged Episode 2. Okay? It is happening. Even though it's been like 2 years since Episode 1, you can't really force yourself to keep doing this. Richie's comment went learn to 200 characters. Well, at least on Twitter you can actually double that amount now. Oh god, that fucking felt that. You know, remember when I had during the Sonic Unleashed playthrough, I had a really bad cough? It came back yesterday. Fucking terrible. Now it just feels like every time I breathe, it's just a fucking desert. I'm feeling that cold sensation of the apple juice going down. That is not... It's weird, but... It's kind of cool at the same time. Like, you feel like you go into your system and go drop down. It's a weird sensation. Do it. It's like, don't eat or drink anything for a while. Then drink some cold water. You feel it go down. It's fucking weird, but also cool at the same time. It's actually biology. But I really hope they don't cancel Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I mean, yeah, the end of the Cell games is coming up, and that's going to be a big thing for it. So, keeping it going into the Boo saga, which is it's a saga they don't fucking like. I know they don't like it. But at one stage, you have to realize, like, they kind of have to do it, but no one's going to force them to do it. Other than, you know, the really, really hardcore fans that binge from beginning to end are like, Where's episode 61? Where's episode 65? You should have made this. You have to do it. Like, they don't have to. Which is probably if they actually end it all together, but still. Skipping that one, I was getting annoying. No. There we go. Much better. Well, yeah, going back to my original announcement. What are my thoughts on the the current generation of the consoles? The Xbox One, PS4 Pro, and Switch? Or was that the Wii U? First of all, as far as the actual publishers go, fuck them. Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, how much money can we get out of milking them? I know, let's put some microtransactions in. You know, if they want to actually be able to win the game. So, we put it in. So, they have to pay $10 to get a box. They actually may or may not have the ability to actually make their guns at least 0.0001% better than last time. The biggest like Konami is just going, hey, do you want an extra save file? $10, please. The Switch actually has games you want to play, but at the same time, basically, to all those who invested in a Wii U, thinking, oh, these are the ways to actually play games. Yeah, certain games you have to play on the Wii U, but other games you're like, hey, I want to get a Wii U so I can play Hyrule Warriors and Bayonetta 2. Guess what? They're on the Switch now. The PS4 upload and download service is a piece of shit, but it's got some games you want. Basically, as far as the consoles go, as far as my thoughts on them, basically, what the fuck can I play on them? That's what it comes down to. Alright, and most majority of the games I want to play are on the Switch. But I don't have a Switch. I have a Wii U and a PS4. I don't have an Xbox One. I haven't sat down and had a good gaming session on Xbox One. Firstly, grab one of those speed shoes and hopefully it doesn't run out, then try to super peel out and hold until the gate opens. Yeah. And it was fairly easy with a method, there was no damaging on an achievement. I didn't get the achievement, my friend did. I showed him it and told him, like, is it the only achievement I need to get? I walked out of the room, I came get a drink, I came back, he's like, did it. I don't know how the fuck he did it, but he did it. Like, I still don't like that boss fight. Even though it's not really a boss fight. It's just a race against metal, which, yes, it signifies that there is a rival to Sonic. Excuse me. But at the same time, it's not a boss fight. And it's just ludicrous of how cheap metal can be. If it's ahead of you, it does that slow down shield. If it's behind you, it'll just rocket past you. Hello, Crimson Land. Haven't seen the 13th Doctor outfit, and what do I think about it? It looks fine. It looks like something the Doctor would wear. I mean, as far as the outfit goes, I can't really have a judgment on it. It's not until I actually see the Doctor in action and how her interpretation of what the Doctor would do when it was a woman now would actually do. Because as far as the outfit goes, the outfit is just basically a avatar. Like it's like William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, and John Pertwee. They had very generic looking outfits. It's not until like Tom Baker onwards they actually became a bit more eccentric. Like, yeah, John Pertwee's had a bit of ascot, a little frill here. But the long scarf with Tom Baker, the cricket outfit, the celery with Peter Davison, Colin Baker's just what the fuckery. Sylvester McCoy's question mark sweater and umbrella. Paul McGann's 19th century outfit with the watch. But even then, they changed the outfit later on to have like a pouch. They have even though Christopher Eccleston's my Doctor, that's my favorite Doctor. He had his jacket and T-shirt. Then David Tennant with a suit and a long coat, Matt Smith with a bow tie, and Peter Capaldi in the War Doctor, who only appeared in one episode. Peter Capaldi, who had two. Firstly, more like the third Doctor in a sense, and it became kind of his own little thing. He had a sweater and a jacket over top. But he had with no pockets. Okay. I've only seen a couple of images of it, so I don't know whether or not there is any pockets. I'm getting annoyed with this track. Oh, it's ending. Okay. Don't know about you, but I think the 7th generation of consoles were the last era where product push gave a damn about consumers and released complete products. The last generation? No, the last generation was still a piece of shit. There's still a lot of right now they're abusing microtransactions to a point where government legislation is coming in to actually say, hey, this contains gambling. Even though essentially it's the same kind of gambling where you get Pokemon or trading cards in general. You buy a packet, it's not the card. You don't buy another packet, it's not the card. You buy another packet, it's not the card you want. That's 30 cards you have, not the one you want, but you just spent like $15 on them. But before then, it was just an abuse of the DLC. It was just every. Let me just pick one. Where are you? Now I do. Like, you had games which had no endings. Azura's Wrath and Prince of Persia had no ending. Prince of Persia actually had a technically had an ending, but it had a prologue. Not prologue, an epilogue to it. They have a bunch of DLCs like, oh yeah, $20 to get you this golden suit. Why the fuck want a golden suit? It does fuck all in the game. So even though they actually released games you can play to an end, the DLC was so abused at the end of that cycle. Now this cycle is coming into its 5th? No, I think 6th year now. It's 2018. It's coming into its 6th year. Not fiscally, but still. And it's just microtransactions being abused out of the fucking ass. What's the hardest special stages in Sonic history? Pick 10. I picked 7 before. Throw in the hardest, bringing the more difficult one being Sonic Lost World on 3DS. Fuck that one. What do you think is the best and the worst Doctor Who title sequence? I don't know. Each one has a unique style. It's for its era. Like you had John Pertwee with the face going back. Then the same style was done, but you had Tom Baker going back. Then when Jonathan Nathan Turner came in, the freaking prick, gave it a more neon style. Then there was a Peter Davison. Then a new one for him. Then that was reused for Colin Baker. As far as I can't remember. And I think the worst one was, I guess, the Seventh Doctors, because it's like a big signature, like Doctor Who. It is. As far as the new series goes, Series 7 Part 2 had its own title sequence, and they only briefly used it. I just want all of this as much as I see it coming. I don't want government regulation of video games. That's why the ESRB was created in the first place. Basically, that was the offshoot to say we don't have government regulations on video games, so we will rate the games accordingly and ban whatever is going a bit too far. But considering everyone is being desensitized to a lot of violence nowadays, like you play a game like Splatterhouse or what's another violent game that just recently came out? Sensua's Hellblade Sensua's Sacrifice. You go back to a game like the original Splatterhouse or even Mortal Kombat 1 and the Genesis, and you're like, what the fuck was the complaint about? Not to mention Night Trap and all this fucking government officials trying to say, this is what you do. You actively try to kill and rape these girls. Like, no you don't, because I don't think they'll fucking do that in a video game. But now, you can do that. You can kill a prostitute, have a sex with a prostitute and kill her for money. And you actually do get first person shoot in the head. It's not exactly, but as far as the gambling part of it, it is a serious threat, because that's what happens with game publishers. The Jim Acquisition did a lot about it, because game publishers, they don't want a bit of the money. They don't want them to take like, oh, this game came out, it reviewed very well, it made this much money. No, to them, even if it sold millions, it's not a success because it didn't make all the money. So they want all the money because. So even though Tomb Raider may sell like over 1 million units, it's not a success. So there's a cat hair on my face and I see it. So if only EA, like Activision Blizzard started it, even though they say we're not gonna, Overwatch doesn't belong in the loot box controversy. It's like, it does, because you fucking started it. You're like, you know what? People really want to spend money on getting these special outfits. It's just cosmetic. If it was just cosmetic, why would it be that much of a big deal for certain character designs? Why would it be a big deal for censorship? If it's just cosmetic, why are you bothered by a character's pose? It shouldn't bother you if it's just cosmetic. Just leave it alone. You know what? I prefer what you said, because I had a special stage I had trouble with Sonic 4. Sonic 4 didn't really bother me. It was shit, but it didn't really as the hard as people make it out to be. Is Sonic before and after the sequel the best fan games in fan game history? Yeah, followed by Time Twisted, versus Darkness, and of course Mania, which is a fan game, in all honesty. Best for me the Series 5 titles, and the worst for me the Series 7A titles. Yeah, Series 7A, god, they were bad. Series 7B was just, why? What if I think of Twice Upon a Time? What's Twice Upon a Time? I don't know that. How do I decide what music to play during Q&A streams? I don't. I'm like, playlist, click, there we go. I don't decide what music. I usually have a playlist, What about Sonic Mega Mix? I have not played Sonic Mega Mix. Usually when I try to play it, it just does not fucking work. I've never had the success of playing Sonic Mega Mix. Mind you, that was about a few years ago when I actually had the shit computer I had. So maybe I should get another chance. I hear it's good, it's just I can't find any download links, and B, whatever download links I did find did not fucking work. So I may give that a try. Also, on my England trip, I picked up this. A Japanese copy of Sonic Adventure, complete, with a little spine cover. £5. Of the Manua. What are you talking about, Crimson? Because the sequel was remastered and had the drop dash from Mania. Really? After the sequel was remastered and include the drop? Why? You don't just make a game, release it, make a sequel to it. Notice how Mania did something, you know, like... Because you made another game, you made Chrono Adventure as well. So you made 3 games, Mania comes out, and he goes back to remaster the second game to include something that wasn't meant to include it in the beginning with. At least include it in Chrono Adventure, which is technically an open world Metroidvania game. I haven't really sat down and played it. Because I want to play through it chronologically, but I can't get them to play any I can't get them to play. I can't play any of the sequel games. It's kind of awkward to say that, the Sonic sequel games. Or the Sonic sequel fan sequel games, really. Something else I brought back, where is it? I knew I brought something else back as well. Oh. Finally got my little collection back from England as well, including this Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on a Sega Master System. A game that America never fucking got. This on Amazon goes for at least $150. And also we had the better Sonic 3 as well. I think I prefer that cover with Carnival Night Zone than that one with Angel Island. Can someone tell me the deal with Sonic fan games? Why are they popular and which ones are considered good? They are considered popular because everyone likes to tout that the fans know how to make it better. Mania did not help with that, or especially the remasters of Sonic 1, 2, and CD. Because they actually were considered fan games. Even Mania is considered a fan game. Or a glorified fan game. And a lot of people say, oh, the fans can do better. You get the shit kicked out of us online because, oh, you're too old to like Sonic, you're autistic, go kill yourself. You know, the usual spiel. But they praise fans for making their own Sonic games. Even 3D ones that don't fucking work. Games that are just like... Sonic Utopia is not a bad game. It's a good concept. But there is nothing to do. There's a lot of stuff that's holding against it compared to other actual official Sonic games that actually play like Sonic games. No disrespect to those who made Utopia or Green Hill Paradise or whatever. But they're not Sonic. They're not what 3D Sonic games are. Unless you can actually develop on that and actually refine the gameplay, it's not really a Sonic game. But when they make a 2D game, it's basically, oh, this is what Sonic was meant to be. This is what Sonic should be. It's that bitter, biased nature of these critics that's to say, Sonic should not be in 3D. The fans know how to do it better. Even though the fans are fucking weird and draw porn, they can make a better game. I don't know. If far as the popular ones go, after the sequel, before the sequel, Chrono Adventure, Time Twisted, Mega Mix, Versus the Darkness. That was another one. I would say get Sonic Origins 2. Because that's a pretty good one. That's an 8-bit version game. Technically Sonic 8-bit did come out in North America just on the Game Gear and the Master System. That's what I meant. The Master System version didn't come out in America. You didn't get it. And the Game Gear version is harder than the Master System version. Because of the screen crunch. Yeah, I know that, but there was exclusive boss on the remastered version after the sequel, and it's a freaking meme. And I started to say, why ruin a fan game by adding a freaking meme? Really? Wow. What do you think of the Doctor Who episode 20 Time? Oh, the 12th and the first Doctor with David Bradley. Have not seen it. I haven't seen Series 9 or Series 10, okay? I have no fucking clue. American box sets are worse than the Japan ones. Japan ones are fucking ace. Capital C. What thoughts on Sonic X and if they should make another anime cartoon? I think Sonic X is not terrible, but they should not have focused it mainly on Chris and make him a main character. It's Sonic. It is Sonic the Hedgehog. Focus on him, not the human sidekick who just wants to be in everything. And as far as making another anime, I wouldn't mind them making another anime. Or at least attempt to. A lot of it's using CG anyway, and Sonic works in 3D as we've seen. But right now, I want a season 3 of Sonic Boom. If that's the only cartoon they can make, and it works as a cartoon, make a season 3. Again, I'm going to let the announcement again, is I am working on episode 2 of Sonic X Abridged. Which, surprisingly, a lot of people actually are watching. I don't know why they're watching mine compared to everyone else's. What I say about the series 9 and 10 is 9 is crap and 10 is good. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog's a movie being moved into 20 next year. It's gonna suck. I know Sega's basically saying, well, we're gonna make sure it actually stays faithful to what the character is. Like, you haven't even made yourself faithful to what it was. The last time Sonic was actually himself, or considered to be himself, was Black Knight and Unleashed. Colors just basically made it a bit more comedic. Generations was okay, character-wise, not gameplay or graphically. Lost World was a fucking joke, and Forces is like nothing phases him. He's a Gary Stu now. Glad to know I wasn't the only one who thought Sonic Utopia would look uninteresting and empty. It is. Utopia is just a empty sandbox. And when you're trying to make a sandbox, you have to have stuff in it to be playable. You can't just put one there, big open area. Oh, it goes on for miles! Yeah, but what can you do? Shit, I knew we forgot to put something in there. You know, fun! I mean, the idea of an open world Sonic game isn't bad. I mean, Mario fucking did it. Mario Odyssey. Jesus. That is a fucking game. I love that game. That's my new favorite Mario game. Yeah, hearing a Sonic fan talking about a Mario game as being one of my favorite ones. A favorite Mario game. I didn't think I'd play a Mario game which can top Galaxy 1. Isn't Sony making it? No. Paramount's making it. If you take the same concept that Mario did with Odyssey, then it can actually work. I mean, you take the kind of same concept as like Spyro the Dragon, but give us some running, give us some speed. Like, Boom Rise Lyric almost did it. Almost. But no, it ballsed it. Well, I think of Nazo Unleashed. I think it's really good. I actually quite like it. I like the third part, especially the live and learn segments with Shattuck against Perfect Nazo. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut this Q&A stream short. My wife needs to be picked up, so she wants to come home. But thank you all so much for watching this Q&A live stream. I'll be back to playing games next week. Same time, same place. You know your drill. Like, favorite, subscribe, ring the bell. You know, the usual stuff. So I'll see you all next time.